Samina here. Samina 2025.
That's what we were going for. Mushroom vibe.
I love vintage movies and animation, and this channel is a love letter to my passion. I want more people to have better tastes. If you already follow me, you do honestly, and you can see some of the information you get from me is very useful. It's a front for social discourse, lol. If you are new, thank you for tuning in. Please stick around if you like shocks and laughs, fashion predictions, and personal loves of Q2 2000. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like 402, episode 402, and I am so happy. So Q2. Every couple of decades, we get a fashion at standstill. This is about the fashion predictions of the second quarter of this century. I love fashion, and I think that's pretty obvious with everything in my channel.
And this?
Couture.
So these are my fashion predictions. Every couple of decades, we get a fashion at standstill. We were in such a place in the 1910s. The 1900s was the Edwardian period, and the 1920s was the flapper era. There was an actual fashion era for us historians who know, and it was called the Orientalism era. And it looked like this. Oh boy. Stories of the East were reaching the West, but many had nothing to go off. So they remade the same copied imagination by one dreamer. Then WW1 happened, and nobody had time to print themselves, and their husbands and sons were fighting out for some reason. The next creative slump was in the 1960s America, because Western fashion is the only fashion that matters. If you hadn't noticed, I don't wear 50s drag. I love the new look silhouette as a fairy tale book reader and a 3D Barbie watcher. These movies as a child, but these are the same looks worn by those people championing Jim Crow on camera. Every image of some psychos committing human rights violations while wearing poodle skirts, etc. Every school child not being allowed to study, every diner that doesn't serve food with African, Caribbean, or Latin influences. Good, thanks. Of course, with the mass bigotry. Because again, the influence that makes Western aesthetic culture what it is was the one that was being fought and suppressed. They will never have advanced creatively. That's why in the 60s it was taken over by the UK with Mary Quant and the mod. Mary's designs. Where did you get those designs from? Mary?
Where are you getting these units of measurement from?
Mary?
That is still funny. Okay, you stay right here, big funny gal. I'll be right back with a hammock of cake.
Her designs shifted the global fashion scene permanently. She made miniskirts a thing. She made hot pants a thing. And we know what they did for the world. Although for her it was less sexy mini, it was more little girl's frock. Not little girl Asia, little girl the free happy somersaulting little girl in all of us. Little girl, minis and hot pants. The next time I can remember is the 2010s, Ashley Tisdale Disney era. I don't know what else to call it, but it was hilarious. The bell-bottom jeans under the dress top era. These things happen. Creative people don't do creative work all the time. Even Mother Nature needs a break. It's something me and my baby always talk about. Artists do need time to do absolutely nothing. It's not a pride thing, it's a reset thing. It's a time to let go of the past projects and get inspiration for future projects. You can't conveyor belt the creative process. It comes when it comes. The problem right now isn't lack of creativity though, it's lack of a muse. After a blessed Rihanna stepped down and Kim K's shtick grew tired, there was no one to feel the beauty and fashion icon of the world. It's not a bad thing, it's just a thing that happens. And oh boy, has Hollywood tried to channel a million Rihannas to feed that one that sticks. There is no current global style queen. The Kardashians, Jenners, even Beyonce, all copied Riri's style. She's too busy raising her family, and you can see the lack of a leader among the industry's chicken heads. So everyone looks like they're dressed in the dark. So they're waiting for their new style god. I will talk about this in some details in a specific video. Speaking about the particular Rihanna clone crisis. This video is about my trends that might fill in that vacuum. Trend prediction is a huge hobby of mine. I like political and fashion prediction. I think it's a skill, but I can't say that. Being proven right is the only way I can prove I'm good at it. It is born of my love of vintage viewing where this video falls. VV hashtag. Videos on my channel where I talk about visual media from the 20th century. From watching so many movies, I had to pick up signs of generations so that I can concentrate on my favorite eras. Fashion has been a passion since childhood, and at one time I believed that was what I was going to do professionally. Movies and TV have definitely influenced this love. The past decade or two was the Kim K era. Love her or hate her, she's the beauty standard of the past generation that will go into the history books. I love Kim. She is a smoke show. My favorite Kim was season 1 to 3 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The spider lashes, the too light concealer, the big black waves. She was so hot. KUWTK coincides. Sometimes I make up my own words as I go.
King?
Baby, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Always go unajua.
Take a very deep breath.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians coincides with the truly mass globalization of trends because social media made itself into one giant catwalk. It was good timing of everything, the show airing at the exact time, tabloid moved from paper magazine to the internet. And her whole thing was she wasn't fashionable enough, so she had to wear neutrals and basics. Clean lines because they are safe. Thank you so much, Kanye West, for beautifying the whole world. Naturally, enough time has passed where the Kim era has trended and now it's worn out. The problem is no one is there to fill the role caused by the vacuum because everyone turned into a Kardashian. Every single celebrity to find themselves after the neutrals, after the slick back, the transparent shoes, the straight middle part has been really hard. I love red carpet fashions and I have been having a good laugh for the past 2-3 years.
I have to laugh. I'm sorry. This is so ridiculous.
Generally asking, what kind of stylist will let their clients walk out of the shop like that? It's a mystery. It's because they have no one to copy, no one to look up to, because in all honesty, majority of us are NPCs. And that also applies to the Hollywood entertainment circuit. Circuit? Let's talk about my predictions now. When the new style messiah comes along, predicted 2,000 years ago, I promised this very land. They might be wearing the styles and colors. I have no idea why I do some things, but the problem with visions is they beg to come out the fiery fervor. I also don't like sharing stuff and people copying it. I'm not flattered. I get filled with an ungodly rage, so I don't even want to share this. I learned to switch on and cultivate that knee-jerk reaction. Yeah. Where coincidentally I was doing fashion design for my high school friends for their beauty contests. What's the name of that thing where we parade women and judge them for their looks? Time. Pageants. Copying my designs then warranted a fight. I have continued that attitude towards my professional life and have saved myself so much pain and suffering. I love how boomers and Gen Xers would call like, wacha kiburi, wacha kutumie, and thinking about it, Choosing to be independent then might have gotten me nothing but experience, but working with those low lives have gotten me nothing. Plus probable trauma, which I would still be dealing with even now. Between me and they, we know the whole film industry of my glorious third world country. It doesn't matter who they are. They matter so little right now, and soon enough they won't matter at all. Sorry, I went to a rant. It's the bitterness of everyone who works in a creative field in a developing country, thinking they will get the support outside of themselves. I just figured out you can be a first world person in a third world country. So, here are my fashion predictions for the second quarter of the second half of the first half of the century. What the hell? Please, I don't know, but please don't talk to me how I get these predictions. I don't know. Being an oracle doesn't work that way. Predictions. Everything is cyclical for the ones that didn't know. Fashion, art, ideologies, everything repeats itself. Sweaty at the middle of my forehead. Inakaa zile vitu za Wahindi. A dot. Kako complete center. Bella gets turned out, isn't it?
No.
After this. Kwani umenyamaza hivyo? Umenyamaza ndi?
Na church tutaweza kuamka kwenda church. Sisi watu wa SDA.
Basi tunaenda church leo.
Sisi watu wa SDA tutaenda kesho.
Yes, leo naenda na leo basi.
Friday.
Yani kwambi, predictions, everything is cyclical for the ones that didn't know. Fashion, art, ideologies, everything repeats itself. Brand new is a rarity that the icons have no time to generate. That's why it's so painful to stand alone. When there's a period of heat, naturally a period of cool is warranted. We have come from an era of structure. The next fashion era will be about flow. There will be a love of bright saturated colors, and my number one contender. What are you doing?
I think umesema reality.
Sasa reality. Basi shuka chini nianze tena. Tena. Kuna word kata jana, hakuna reality mahali.
Iko.
Ona hakuna. We, hebu usinilete. Aya hapo. Reality, you stupid ass.
I am fucking raging.
We have come from an era of structure. The next fashion era will be about flow. There will be a love of bright saturated colors, and my number one contender for the next color craze of the world to replace beige will be red. Warm tones will be all the rage. I see purples as well being huge. Orange too. The era to look towards most will be the 70s. I felt it a long time ago, since the checkerboard print dress video, this one, a while back. I feel like people would want to let loose after the happenings of the 20s, hoping the big depressing doesn't happen before the 30s. Disco, loose fittings, a la Hearthstone. Every single sequin and sequin family member of every size and shape. Sleek surfaces will replace mats. Chrome has already crept in, even to this presenter's style. Silver chrome, then gold chrome. Gold will have a moment as a surface color. Silver might be the first number one choice for jewelry. The palettes will move from autumn, from Kim K's era, to spring or summer. Besides 70s disco, with the maturing of new populations, there has to be styles that will reflect the adultified pop culture. Every cultural period has its dominant female age as well. Sometimes it's like teenage generations, like the 50s into the 60s, or the 80s into the 90s, and sometimes it's an adult pop culture generation, like the 40s into the 50s, the 70s, and the Kim K era with the big boots, where womanhood gets sexier than girlhood. The 90s yappy for the few that will still be horny for the corporate life, and the housestone woman will be the other more liberal modern woman archetype. The 90s grunge will be a standard because of the gentrification of thrift and the impoverishment of the middle class. Back in my day, ilikuwa inaitwa mtumba, and my culture is not your costume. Print will be back after the crazy love of nothing on the walls, nothing on the floor, and nothing on the furnishings. I noticed this in 2023, 2024. Maximalism might be back, and yellow might shine. All warm colors, yani. Black might be the next neutral, and white flowiness in items like lace and linen will be its counterpart. Dust and mud colored anything. If you are one of the many influencers selling drop-shipped athleisure as fashion, change the color choices. Fast. You might have more sales with even hot pink than with Kanye green. This is Kanye green, literally. Florals are my top print predictions. Floral prints will be used to lift spirits. Chinoiserie, toile de joie, and such.
Oui, baguette.
I feel brocade will be back as well. Shiny brocade in simple prints. Light and sparkle will also take stage, maybe in the form of glass and bead jewelry. Large chunky stones as well. Gloss will be big. The best thing right now Hollywood stylists are doing is experimenting with color. The silhouette really hasn't come in, but I doubt hourglass will dominate the next era. It has rained for too long, and I feel like a free flow silhouette might be next. Hourglass never goes out of style because it is the standard sexy woman silhouette, but I feel the people have butt fatigue. Might be breasts or thighs next. A lean, lengthy, athletic body might be back when people start admiring different values in women like steadfastness or discipline. Athletic in dancer, swimmer, yogi sense, not muscly. Women will take back their aestheticism after it being so male-oriented in the Kim K era, and we may end up with styles and silhouettes that are female gaze friendly as opposed to male gaze friendly. Big bag dynamics era that we have just left. Let me get the interior predictions. Let's download Bado. And yellow, besides yellow and porcelain, and lots of prints and light fixtures and glass decorations. Whew. So, to recap, red, purple, yellow, black and white for neutrals, sleek over desaturated, print over plain, silver over gold for jewelry, lights reflecting accessories, free-flowing clothes, free-flowing hair, probable square-shaped body standards. I love you all so much, and I would love to watch it all unfold together. The next episode might be an animation station episode or a political history episode. If you like my improvements, it's all for you. Consider subscribing to my channel, liking, disliking. Your subscription means so much to me. If you wanna add something to this discussion, please do. See you in the next video. I will try to remove such videos faster. Swahili English, especially under threat, because that's how we work as artists. Love you.
Bisous.